Hello everyone, it's Annabella here. I'm currently on vacation, so both this video and next week's will be pre-recorded. I've chosen readings that I feel have minimal potential for major changes, as I believe the couples I've picked either don't have much ongoing connection right now, or their connection is stable. Today's reading is for Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning's relationship. I haven't watched their drama, but since I've been doing readings for Zhao Lusi, I saw this request in the comments and got curious. As always, please remember that this is a celebrity reading, so take everything with a grain of salt. Let's dive into the cards. The first card we have for this relationship is the Sun. The Sun is a really optimistic card, speaking to enjoying what you're doing, being open, and fully embracing it. I feel like this card suggests that they don't hold back in their connection or whatever they need to do to build chemistry. It's like they're comfortable being close with each other, possibly even engaging in some skinship. I haven't watched the drama, so I'm not sure how much skinship there actually is, but the vibe I get from this card is that they're not shy about forming a strong connection for the sake of the project. They likely want it to be successful, and they're willing to do what it takes to make that happen. Of course, there's a flip side to the Sun. When there's too much of it, you can get burned. So it's possible that things might have been taken a bit too far at some point. But for now, this is just the initial energy I'm picking up from this first card. Let's keep going and see what the next cards have to say. The second card is the Six of Cups, which is such a cute card. I feel like this suggests that there weren't any major issues between them. If anything, they had a really good time working together. There's a sense of care and maybe even looking out for each other during their time on set. It gives off this light kid-like feeling, almost like puppy love. You know, puppy love is all about having fun together, feeling happy, and taking care of each other in a playful way. However, the Six of Cups also represents the past, so I get the sense that this was more the energy they share while they were working together. It's a sweet and innocent connection, and I really like the vibe it gives off. The third card is the Page of Wands, which is still a positive card, but it speaks more to small passions or sparks rather than anything burning intensely. The Page of Wands represents someone who is adventurous, eager to try new things, and not afraid of what lies ahead. However, since we're looking at a connection from the past, I feel like the presence of the Page of Wands rather than a stronger card like the King of Wands suggests that there was potential for something bigger, but it didn't quite reach its full potential. Maybe they had hope for a stronger, more explosive connection, but it didn't quite manifest the way they envisioned it. If we're talking about the drama, perhaps it didn't perform as well as they had hope. Despite the positive energy and the desire for success indicated by the Sun. The next card is the World, and honestly, they've got some really good looking cards here, especially with the World. However, aside from the Six of Cups, I wish there were more clear emotional cards in this reading. The World represents completion, and while it signifies a sense of fulfillment and success, I do have to be cautious with how it's interpreted here. The completion could indicate that their connection was really great while they were working together, but now the circle has closed, meaning the drama is over, and so is their time together in that context. With the World here, I'm not sure if their emotions went beyond that lighter, more fun connection we saw in the Six of Cups. It feels like the connection may not have deepened past that stage, and their relationship might have stayed more casual or professional. Lastly, we have the Chariot. Look at how beautiful all of these cards look together. I do think that the connection or chemistry between the two of them could have been real, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's 100% sincere. The chariot represents relentless forward momentum. Imagine a person on a chariot traveling from town to town, making a big impact and enjoying connections, but without anything tying them down. This feels like both of them made the most of their time together, creating great memories and strong emotions. However, just like the chariot rider, neither of them seems to have anything keeping them in place. So, while their chemistry was real in the moment, they likely moved on and created different connections with others after that. I'm not sure if they're still in each other's lives now, but since this isn't a deep dive into their personal energies or relationship, I'll leave it there for now. It's a really interesting spread, though, very strong, but with hidden messages suggesting they've moved on. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please remember this is a celebrity reading, so take everything with a grain of salt. As the interpreter, I may not always be 100% accurate. If you're interested in buying a reading from me, please check out my description for my contact information. I accept payment and donations via PayPal. For pricing, please see my channel's description. Feel free to leave your requests in the comments, but I will prioritize purchase readings and most popular requests that fit my interest. However, due to my vacation, I won't be able to respond until the end of February. Thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time.